Over there. You're not alone. I'm asking Emma to join you. I'm asking Claire to join you. Okay. Give me a second. Hey, shalom everyone, dear friends. Welcome. We are on our second normal Shabbat, regular Shabbat after the high holidays. And last week we were talking about Bereshit and the creation. This week we are talking about Noach and the flood and the ark and the promise and the story of the rainbow. And I'll relate to it a bit later. Let us just let's start with Yedid Nefesh before everything else. Heart's Delight, Yedid Nefesh at 126 before everything else.
Eretz
So welcome again. Just as before we are moving to the lighting of the candle, I'd like to mention there are several family moments that we are celebrating. So first, let's start with the sad ones, or sad bitter, sweet bitter ones. We have consecrated, we put a leaf of remembrance to Frank Ski, that's his soul. We are here with the family of Quinton Ovens, that his unveiling will take place on Sunday morning. And also we have here representatives of the family of Matey Cotton. Are you Tammy? Oh, okay. Now I put a name to the face. Okay, so the representatives of the family of Matey Cotton. Also, I'm aware maybe some people from the family are joining us via Zoom. Matey Cotton was the husband of Helen and a dear person, dear member, and we remember him with love. So this is the sad occasions, and the happy occasion is the baby naming for Finn and the completing of the conversion for Claire. So that's what we are doing today. And I'd like to invite Emma, who is the mother of Finn, Claire, who represents itself, and Margaret, who's the auntie, to honor us with lighting the candles. Good. We are on page 118. Please rise for the lighting of the candles.
Okay, good idea.
Say the blessing together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו להדליק נר של שבת. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher קידשנו במצוותיו אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו להדליק נר של שבת אשר קידשנו במצוותיו אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו להדליק נר של שבת.
Good. Please be seated. And the kids, we have this is the week when we have the J kids. So the kids are invited to take the leave with Jody and Morgana. Oh, Jody, I forgot the sweets. Could you bring them to me? Or send somebody to bring me the sweets. They're on the table. I think most of the kids waiting for you outside. Yeah. Why would they come in? At least they think that the kids' activities is appealing. If they don't think I'm appealing, and the choir, at least they think the kids' activity is appealing. Good. Shabbat Shalom, and welcome. 1:30, Psalm 95. Come, let us sing joyously to God. Lechu neranena ladonai. Okay, and I'll see you later. You know what to do. Ada, you be the responsible adult there, okay?
Lechu neranena ladonai, lechu neranena ladonai, 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 naria,
96 in page 132. Will please join me for the English, 132. Sing to God a new song, sing to God all the earth, sing to God, bless God's name, proclaim God's victory day after day. Tell of God's glory among the nations, God's wondrous deeds among all people. For the Eternal One is great and much acclaimed. God is held in awe by all divine beings. All the gods of the people are mere idol, but the Eternal One have made the heavens. Glory and majesty before God, strength and splendor are in God's temple. Let the heavens rejoice and the earth exult. Let the sea and all within it thunder. The fields and everything in them exult. Then shall all the trees of the forest shout for joy at the presence of the Eternal One. For God is coming. For God is coming to rule the earth. God will rule the world justly and its peoples in faithfulness. Straight to Psalm 97, still on the page. Adonai malach tagel haaretz ismechu im rabim anan ve'arafel svivav tzedek u'mishpat mechon kis'o ohavei Adonai sin'ura shomer nefashot chasidav miyad reshaim yatzilem or zaru al hatzadik ve'lishrei lev simcha.
Or zaru al hatzadik Ul yishrelev simcha, ozaru ala tzadik. Ul yishrelev simcha, simchu tzadikim. Ba'adonai ve'hodo lezecher. Lezecher Kodsho.
I'm in Psalm 98 in English in page 134. We are in a journey of Psalms, a cluster of Psalms which stands for presents each Psalm a day of the week. 134. Raise a shout to God all the earth. Break into joyous songs of praise. Sing praise to God with a lyre and melodious songs. With trumpets and the blast of the horn, raise a shout for God the ruler. Let the sea and all within it thunder, the world and its inhabitants. Let the river clap their hands, the mountains sing joyously together at the presence of the Eternal One. For God is coming to rule the earth. God will rule the world justly and its peoples with equity. 135 at the last three verses of the Hebrew, Romemu Adonai Eloheinu. 135, the last paragraph in Hebrew.
Romemu Adonai Eloheinu.
Adonai Oz Lamo Yiten, Adonai Yavarech et Amo Bashalom. May God grant peace to our people. May God grant strength to our people. May God grant our people with peace. Before I move and wrap that sequence of Psalms, the idea that repeats almost in every of these Psalms chapters is that God is, from one side, the God of the creation, from the other side, he is the God of equality and of justice. This comes back, it's not something that me as a progressive rabbi, I'm reading into it. It's very self-spoken, it's very evident, apparent in that. God is the God of the creation, and God will judge the people in peace. God will judge the people with equality. God will rule the world justly, this on the same manner. Now, what I'd like to mention about it is that not this Tuesday, in which we're having the Israel Diaspora Day, the next Tuesday, the 8th, we're having the Orbach lecture with Judge R.B. Sachs, and this is kind of the tension, the formative tension, the building formative tension that we are going to elaborate on and to check that connection between religious and justice, religious and tikkun olam, and the values which we are enhancing. So, excuse me for bringing on the announcement now, but it's very relevant, and I don't know how often R.B. Sachs will come in due course. So if you are in a position to come next Tuesday, the 8th, in the evening, dinner will be served from 6:30, and R.B. Sachs starts the discussion in 7:30. End of propaganda. And now, as I'd like to, before we move into Lechadodi, to share with you a poem relating Noach. So this is, Lechadodi is in 138, 139, but before that, I'd like to read to you the following poem. During high holidays, I've translated one of the poems of a poet who passed away this year named Yoram Teharlev. If you remember, it's the one about the refugees who were walking and was assimilating as the people of the kibbutz. The same author, he wrote a bit more light poem about Noach, which is the weekly parasha. I'll share it with you now. Noach. We haven't forgotten how in the rain and in the storm, Noach, to the ark, you collected the entire forest animals 2 by 2 from each kind, the lion and the mammoth, the camel and the carp and the hippopotamus, to open the aperture for a moment, and into the white light blue descend the dove. Noach, how long will we float here over the waters, Noach? The entire windows are closed for almost 2 months, and we don't have any more air to breathe the lion and the mammoth, the camel and the carp and the hippopotamus, to open the aperture for a moment, and into the white light blue send the dove. Noach, what will be the end? The rain has already stopped. Noach, open the window. Maybe the rainbow had appeared, and everyone will see it, the lion and the mammoth and the camel and the carp and the hippopotamus, to open the aperture for a moment, and into the white light blue send the dove. Noach, the dove has already came back with the branch of olives. Noach, let us go out and get back. Let us out and go back to our home, because we're sick by now of each other, the lion and the mammoth and the camel and the carp and the hippopotamus, to open the aperture for a moment, and we'll fly into the white light blue like this, all with the dove. Noach by Yoram Teharlev. And I'll speak later on about the rainbow and the promise of the rainbow and so on. But for now, let us conclude this week and be ready for the Shabbat, and make space for the Shabbat in all majesty appear in our lives in this special Shabbat. 138, 138, 139, Lechadodi.
Lechadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamav zachor b'dibur echad yishmi'anu, el meyuchar ha'ena echad, u'shemo echad shemu tiferet v'leitira. Lechadodi likrat kala, Boi chalam, boi chalam, lechadori likrat kalam, b'nei Shabbat nekabelam.
Please be seated. For those who wonders, this is the phase when we say, come, O bride, come, O bride. When we wake, Boi Kala, we rise and we welcome the bride toward the door. That's the rationale of what we have been doing. I invite you to turn right and left and greet one another with Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. This is the moment when we are on the Shabbat. Exactly. A song for the Shabbat, Psalm 92, page 140, Mizmor Shir. 140.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך,
A song for the Shabbat. It is good to praise God, to sing hymns to your name, O Most High, to proclaim your steadfast love at daybreak and your faithfulness each night. With a 10-string harp and with the voice of the lyre together, you have gladdened me by your deeds, O God. I shout for joy at your handiworks. How great are your works, Eternal One! How very subtle your design. A brute cannot know and a fool cannot understand this. The righteous bloom like a dead palm. They thrive like a cedar in Lebanon, planted in the Eternal One's house. They flourish in our God's courts. In old age, they still produce fruit. They are full of sap and freshness, attesting that God is upright, my rock, in whom there is no wrong. Tzadik katam marifrach, the Hebrew for the righteous will bloom like a dead palm.
Tzadik katam marifrach, keretz balvanon, balvanon iske. שתולים בבית אדוני בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו עוד ינובון בסבא כשנים ורעננים יהיו להגיד כי ישר אדוני צורי velo avlata bo.
Just a short break from the sacred to the mundane. A white Honda BS 38T MGP. Your lights are open. White Honda BZ 38T MGP. Your lights are open. You can stay to sleep here if your battery is flat. Good. Friends, we are moving to the evening service of Shabbat from the Kabbalat Shabbat section. It's 1:44. And we are on the Reader's Kaddish. Where's Connor? He went to the kids' activity. Okay, because he's supposed to read soon the Shema. Okay, well, you can in 5 minutes. Yeah, exactly. Please rise. 1:44. גדל והתקדש מרבה.
בעל מה דברה כרוצה וימליך מלכותו ויכון ומיכון וחיי דכל בית ישראל בגל ובזמן קריב וימרו אמן יש ורבו מבורך לעולם עולמי עמיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר וירומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויצלל ויצלל שמי דקודשו בריחו ליל המנכר בחצר ושירתה תוש בחצר ונחמתה דמירן בעלמה וימרה
Straight to the Baruch in the following page, 146.
Da
148. Blessed are you, eternal our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, whose wisdom opens heaven's gates, whose understanding changes time and season, and who arranges the stars in the heavenly courses according to plan. You are the creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tsebaot is your name, ever-living God. May you reign over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Eternal One, who brings an evening. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'ma'ariv Aravim, Ahavat Olam, 150 in Hebrew.
Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha Ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta. Ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shochveinu, v'kumenu nafsiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu, ve'orech yameinu, uvahem nege yomam v'layla, ve'ahavatecha, al tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael.
Blessed are you, Eternal One, who loves your people, Israel. What I didn't mention earlier is there is a bar mitzvah tomorrow. Or did I mention it? There is a bar mitzvah tomorrow, Kono Bunch. Usually after our holidays, there is a bar mitzvah seasons. All the bar mitzvahs that I said, oh, let's push it to the end of the year. Then suddenly it comes and it catches you. So this is why we're having a bar mitzvah season, usually in the end of October, November. Mrs. Connor. And let us all recite together the Shema Israel, and then he will read for us the Ahavta and the Vayomer as a promo for the bar mitzvah tomorrow. Yeah. Shema Israel 152, 153. For those who are new here, we're covering our eyes and we stay sitting.
Adonai
154, 155, voila.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו כדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך ביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובמומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בעיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור, דבר על בני ישראל ואמרת עליהם ועשו להם ציצית על כנפי בגדיהם לדורתם, ונתנו על ציצית הכנף פתיל תכלת, והיה לכם לציצית, ראיתם אותו וזכרתם את כל מצוות אדוני ועשיתם אותם, ולא תצורו אחרי לבבכם ואחרי עיניכם אשר אתכם זונים אחריהם, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם,
Adonai Elohechem Emet. Let me shake your hand. Well done. Looking forward for tomorrow. I remind you to enjoy the process, enjoy it all. And I'm very glad that you and your parents are here as part of this community and looking forward to the time to come. Okay. And I'll say tomorrow again, but for your involvement in the youth group. You see, okay, you can go back, help the kids. Thanks for helping them. Thanks for helping them. No, the youth are helping with the J kids. It's not like I'm not making it up. The youth are helping. I believe also the Nkosi girls are there now. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, who is like you, O God, among the gods that are worshipped, 158.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נטע בקודש, נורא תהילה, אוסף אלה, אוסף אלה, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נטע בקודש,
Blessed are you, Eternal One, for redeeming Israel. And with that, we are moving to the Hashkivenu. We'll do the version in English in 160. The version in English in 160. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace and rise us up, our sovereign, to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel, for your name's sake. Your help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. God, are going and coming to life and to peace evermore. Blessed are you, Eternal One, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all of you people, Israel, and over Jerusalem. Baruch atah Adonai, הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים. ישמחו, the people of Israel Those who keep the Shabbat by calling it delight will rejoice in your realm. 162.
Yam bidi bam bam bam, Shabbat, Shabbat. Yam bidi bam bam bam, Shabbat, Shabbat. Yam bidi bam bam bam, Shabbat, Shabbat. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat. Yismachu, yismachu v'malchutcha. Yismachu, yismachu v'malchutcha. Shomrei Shabbat, Shomrei Shabbat, v'korei oneg oneg Shabbat. Shomrei Shabbat, Shomrei Shabbat, v'korei oneg oneg Shabbat. Aham mekadesh shevi, kulam yisbeu v'yitamu, mitu becha Shabbat, Shabbat. Yismachu, yismachu v'malchutcha. Yismachu, yismachu v'malchutcha. Shomrei Shabbat, Shomrei Shabbat, v'korei oneg oneg Shabbat. Shomrei Shabbat, Shomrei Shabbat, v'korei oneg oneg Shabbat. V'hoshavi ratzita ba v'kidashta. Chemdat yamim otakarata, zechel ma'aseh v'reshit. Yismachu, yismachu v'malchutcha. Yismachu, yismachu v'malchutcha. Shomrei Shabbat, Shomrei Shabbat, v'korei oneg oneg Shabbat. Shomrei Shabbat, Shomrei Shabbat, v'korei oneg oneg Shabbat.
Okay. We are moving to the Amidah, and I'd like to put two people on the spot here because I didn't speak with you before. Andrew came back from the UK. Would you mind to come and open the door? Okay. Claire, can you get me two Talis? Two Talis? And Claire's partner, can I put you on the spot? Come, open and close the ark. Come. No, you can. Come on. Okay. If you don't want, you don't have to. Sure. Okay, come. Mickey, would you? No? Okay. No? Yeah, I can manage. I can appoint somebody else on the spot. But you can, man, okay? But you can. Yeah, you can. You don't have to do it now, but you are. No, the word and title has been a bit spoiled. It's like a bit, not appropriate in these days, but you are entitled to come forward and open the ark. Please rise. 164, eternal God, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. 164. Adonai שפתי תפתחו פי יגיד תהילתך eternal God open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise 166 ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו אלוהי אברהם אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב אלוהי שרה אלוהי רבקה אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה האל הגדול הגיבור והנורא אל עליון גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל וזוכר חסדי אבות ואמהות ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה אמן 168 אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה מתים אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מזריח השמש ומוריד הטל, מכלכל החיים בחסד, מחיה מתים ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים ומקיים אמונתו לישני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות מתים, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה המתים. 170. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יעללוך סלע, ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. 173 top. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. 175. רצה אדוני אלוהינו בעמך ישראל, ותפילתם באהבה תקבל, ותהי לרצון תמיד עבודת ישראל עמך. ברוך אתה אדוני שאותך לבדך ביראה נעבוד. Blessed are you, eternal one, whose presence only we serve in reverence. Modim 176.
מודים אנחנו לך שאתה הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואימותינו לעולם ועד. צור חיינו מגן אישנו, צור חיינו מגן אישנו, אתה הוא לדור ודור, לדור ודור. נודה לך ונספר תהילתך, חיינו המסורים בידיך, ואל נשפוטנו בהפקודות לך, ואל ניסיך שבכל יום עמנו. ואל נפלותיך וטובותיך שבכל ערב בבוקר וצהריים, ערב בבוקר וצהריים. הטוב כי לא חלו רחמך, והמרחם כי לא תמו חסדיך, מעולם קיווינו לך, קיווינו
And on 178, the concluding blessing of the Amidah, Shalom Rav, abundant peace.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Ki atu melech Adon Lecha lo shalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam V'tov Beinecha Levarech Et Amcha Yisrael B'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam Tasim Leolam.
Why there's always a something? Why there's always a something? The other good thing that happened in the last week or so, that all these dances of Sukkot have made an impact, and the rain came, right? We all danced on Sukkot and shake the lulav, and that had its impact, and now the rain is coming due to our dancing. So first, well done for everyone who danced. I invite you to dance stronger next year. But for now, in the term of the rain, listening to the rain, I'm going to read in page 181, the second poem, 181. We reach for you, our God, from our quiet places. May we stand still for a brief moment and listen to the rain. Stand still for a brief moment and watch the play of sunlight and shadow on the leaves. For a brief moment, listen to the word. Let us stop the wheels of every day and be aware of Shabbat. Find the stillness of the sanctuary which the soul cherished. Renew the covenant of an ancient people. We need a quiet space to test the balance of our days, the weight of our own deeds against the heaviness of our word's demand. The balance is precarious. Steady us with faith. Quiet places and stillness where we will hear our own best impulses speak. Quiet places and stillness from which we will reach out to each other. We will find strength in silence, and with this strength, we will turn again to your service. Let's take a moment of silent meditation together, just a communion of silence, and offer our silence for some 30 seconds, and the ensemble will collect us with Ose Shalom.
עושה שלום במרומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו.
So as before we leave that zone of contemplation and reflection and pray, let us pray for the sick, all those who need of healing and refuah shlema. I will read the words of the prayer, and then if people, or not if, then people are invited to say names of people who are praying for their well-being. I've heard about the food. Good. Mishaberach Avoteinu V'imatenu, may the one who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill. May the blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored, for the strength to be revived. May God send them a complete renewal of body and spirit, and let us say Amen. Mishaberach Avoteinu Mekor Bracha Leimotenu, may the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishaberach Imotenu Mekor Bracha Leavotenu, bless those who need of healing with refuah shlema, renewal of body, renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. If there are mentions and names that you'd like to mention, people on Zoom, people here.
Craig Noodleman.
It's a composition by Rabbi Shefan Gold to the words of the Psalms, if I walk amongst the trouble, you will save me. Thanks, Jessica, for introducing it. Good. Friends, there are three business of the day items on our agenda for my sermon. The first, I'm going to talk a little bit about the rainbow and the flood, which is only apt. And then we will admit Claire, and then we'll admit Finn. So friends, welcome and Shabbat Shalom. And welcome for all those who are joining us. I'm aware that some people are here for the first time. Welcome. And also people on Zoom who are with us from wherever you are. Blessed be and welcome. Thanks for being with us. Friends, the stories of the Torah are receiving a different perspectives as each generation encounter the stories of the Torah on the background of the events of the generation, of our generation. And in our generation, the story of the flood and the promise of the rainbow are the main story and the main struggle of our generation, of our times. The climate crisis, whose reactions, whose consequences we already feel, we already sense, is the main theme and the main deal that we must all deal with. And on that sense, the example of Noah and his family, who are taking upon themselves the task to save life in the face of an ecological disaster, calamity. This is a relevant example for us. Well done. Everyone heard a burp. Everyone heard a burp. It's not following the sermon. It's okay. Okay, so I was saying how the family of Noach and his family is a relevant example, is a meaningful and profound example for us. In a rather successful timing, almost perfect timing, not this week, but next week, will be launched, open the World Climate Conference, the UN Climate Conference between the 6th and the 18th. It's called the COP27. It's the 27th UN conference regarding the climate crisis to be held in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt. Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, in the Sinai Peninsula, one of the most beautiful places in the world. And from here, Johannesburg, the other end of Africa, we will send a blessing of Chazak ve'ematz, be strong and be brave, to all those who will gather in Sharm el-Sheikh to discuss. This is a prominent forum of discussions and of decision-making regarding the climate change. And we express the hope that this summit, this conference, will indeed support the implementation and, if needed, the enforcement regarding the UN Sustainable Development Goals, which are crucial for us. The UN Sustainable Goals are the minimum that we must approach, the minimum we must achieve. And this is the goals that all the 193 states of the UN are signed on, including South Africa, including Israel. It must not happen that the climate matter will be a matter that is concerning intellectuals, hippies, lefties, bohemians, and activists. This is simply not good enough. The political frameworks should fulfill their duties, and we, the civil society, the faith-based organizations, the civil society and the faith-based organization, it's our job to make sure that we hold them accountable. And we are not alone. You have many allies. The free press is with us. It was even proven in the case of the Shell company a few months back that the court knows how to listen to the voice of the public, that the court knows to listen to the voice of the wisdom, and we are not alone. We have many, many allies. What we should know, what we should do is to work better, to network better, to associate better. We are not alone. But yet the most important deed in this time is not on the advocacy level, which is very important, holding the big guys accountable, that's very important. But what we can and should do is in the local level, in the level of the neighborhood, each and every neighborhood, when the schools and the churches and the public institution in every neighborhood should come together and learn how to harvest water and grow food. I know I'm telling it from this pulpit a lot, but I don't feel that my message comes across or that there is appreciation to that. It's crucial. Everyone must gather in order to invest in harvest water and growing food. That will make the difference. Now, we are going to do it here in Parktown, and we were going to develop this model to make sure that the alliance of churches and schools and public institutions in every, at least whenever we are active, will grow and develop forward. On another aspect, some of you are aware, I'm involved in ecological village and learning center named Tlolecho. It's in Tswana, from the nature, Tlolecho, next to Rustenburg. And this is another model, not of urban permaculture, urban agriculture, but of the rural. And in the rural area, there are many questions around land reform, land restoration, permaculture, rural community development, and the environmental educational system. Those matters are crucial. So what I see as our role, where we are positioned, is to bring the knowledge and the skills and the values of the village to the city and of the city to the village. We need to be the mediation, the transition zone that makes sure that the knowledge, the values, and the skills are being moved, and make sure that all the educational possibilities of the city are available in the city will be available for the children in the rural areas as well. I can share with you that in Tlolecho, there's a local community of Tswana families, and with the years, they've accepted me, they adopted me as family in some sense. And for me, it's a great zchut, it's a great privilege to be acquainted, to be aware how today in South Africa, people live in the rural area. It's very humbling, it's very important for me as a Jewish pastor operating in the city to know what's going on in the rural area and how people live in the rural area. It gives you a very humbling perspective. So whether you are in the city or whether you are in the village, we are in this together, and we all need the blessing of the rainbow. In our Jewish tradition, when we see a rainbow, there's a blessing that we say, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, blessed are you, eternal one, sovereign of the universe, Zocher habrit, who remembers his covenant, Ve'ne'eman bivrito, and faithful in his covenant, Ve'kayam b'ma'amaro, and fulfilling his speech, fulfilling his promise. And the promise is that whenever the rainbow comes, God will remember that humanity will prevail. There will not be a total disaster, a total calamity, that humanity will prevail. But for that, we have to adopt the example of Noach and his family to take responsibility on the whole creation. And I'm inviting us all to be this extended family, because this is not a Jewish matter. That's what's beautiful about the covenant of the rainbow, unlike the covenant of Sinai, the covenant of Mount Ararat, and the covenant of the rainbow. It's an extended family, all human beings. We are all the children of Ham, Shem, and Japheth. And we all together in this task to save the world, letaken et haolam, heal the world, and lig'ol et haolam, and redeem the world. Amen. So be it. This is our task. This is our generation. For sure, this is our shift. And it's on us to be done. So thank you with that, and Shabbat Shalom. I'd like to... Are they here? The two of them left. Can you, yeah. Okay, Finn is out. Let's start with you, Claire. 2, 3, 1, and come. Which camera should I take? Good. Okay. Our conversion class, I know that sometimes there's perception that it's easy going and so on. It's not easy going, and it takes a while. Here is the example, because she's the only one who survived from her cohort. The people who started just before COVID started. Who started just before COVID. She's the only one who was adamant to go via the process. I'd like to appreciate you and the family over there, and we'll do the following. I'm going to read a certificate. I'm going to ask you then afterwards I'll ask you to stand. We'll give the Torah in her hands, and we'll recite together the Shema. So the Rabbinic Court, which is the Beit Din Tzedek of us, Progressive Judaism, the SAAPR, South African Association of Progressive Rabbis, have certified that Ms. Claire Morgan have appeared before us and requested that we should receive her as a convert to Judaism. And she stated that she made this request on her whole free will and that she will fulfill the sacred obligation which devolve upon all members of the house of Israel. And we have examined her. We were satisfied with the standards of her knowledge of the Jewish religion and to the sincerity of her motives. And she accordingly, we have acceded her request and admitted her to the house of Israel. And she has taken the Hebrew name of Ma'ayan, Bat Avraham Sarah. Ma'ayan is the fountain. Ma'ayan is the fountain. I was given our hand this week on Wednesday, the 1st of Teshvan, signed by myself, Rabbi Margolis, and Rabbi Shimon Nikachenko, the new rabbi of Beit David. And I'll give you to it in a second. Please rise. Please rise. This is the first time in which I'm talking to you about the Torah scroll. I'd like to the talk between the family and the coming back, so I trust the Torah scroll again. And with that, I'm saying, people of the covenant, I call upon you to recognize and to acknowledge Ma'ayan Bat Avraham Sarah as a Jewess. Nova, let's recite all of us as well. Shema Yisrael and the praise the blessing. Come over here. Come over here. Okay, are we good? Is somebody unmuted or something, huh? What? It's me? Somebody is unmuted, like it's 2020. Okay. Okay, round two. I'd like to invite Emma, Ian, and Finn. 3, 2, 1, and whoa, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, 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 okay, good. To those who are not exactly aware of the family ties, Emma is the daughter of Harriet Perlman, who is reading brilliantly in the high holidays and maybe will now read brilliantly in other occasions. She was bar mitzvah here at the time of my predecessor's entitled, Rabbi Wallach was said, right? Rabbi Wallach, that's 2 rabbis ago. And I'd like to share with you the baby naming certificate, the Udat Matan Shem. In the presence of this holy congregation gathered here today, Emma, Sophia Delius, and Ian Hamilton Gordon have come into the synagogue to thank God for the countless blessings bestowed upon them and to ask God's blessing for their son, Finn. May God grant them wisdom, patience, and devotion to raise their son, Finn, in accordance with the teaching of the Torah. May Finn live always in the shelter of the divine presence. May he grow from strength to strength to become a blessing to his family, to the Jewish people and all humanity. And for ritual purpose, his name in Israel should be Or Ben Esther, Or Ben Esther. Or is in Hebrew life, which corresponds with the ancient meaning of the word Fin, Finn. given under my hand on the 3rd of Heshvan 5783, corresponding with today. And I'd like to really welcome you. So I'm here for 10 years. I didn't have a chance to meet you so far, but it's fine. It's fine. People come when people are ready and when they need it. It's okay. And if they don't come, my job is to be here and make sure that we are here. Yeah. And I'd like to give you the priestly blessing, 3 of you. Okay. Any chance to come with me, or you don't want to play with me? Okay, then let's do it. Want to try? That's fine. Okay. Let's not push it through. I'm ready for grandchildren. Yeah. Okay. Let's just say the Shechianu, okay? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. Amen. Okay, just in time, exactly. This is like, it just had enough. It just had enough. It was just the right moment. Congratulations. Thank you. Okay, round of applause to everyone. I want to say that in the last few months, we were almost every week there was a something, or a barmy, or baby naming, people got married. It's vibrant, and it's important because the perception is Jews are living, everything is dying, everything is dead. The last one should turn the light. The last one who lives should turn the light. We're like, no, the celebration just begun. Now you listen to me. His barmy is in 2035. I'm supposed to be here. I'm still contracted. Okay. I'm contracted until my age of 64. I'm supposed to be here. Me or my successor in title. So make sure you should come to Cheder when he's 10, and I'm presuming to see you before. What's going on with the kids before we conclude? What? Yeah, get me the kids. Exactly. Get me the kids. By the time they are setting themselves, let's okay, come. Are you everyone, or you're just representing them? Okay, then Benjamin, wait. I need you to be the responsible adult. Let me do the Kaddish by the time that everyone comes. Okay, you just gather them here and make sure everyone sits still. Yeah. Benjamin, you're good in telling everyone what to do. Yeah, right? Yeah. Okay. So come here and just be quiet. Come here, be quiet for a second. Come here, sit here, be quiet. Good. Okay, so I'd like to again mention that we mourn this week with the family of a dear member, Matey Cotton, who passed away on Wednesday, and the funeral will take place on Sunday, 30th of October at 10 o'clock. The family members are making their way now, and some of them will come tomorrow night, and some of them already came, and some will come only later. But I have fond memories of Helen and Matey, and we spoke about it, like really representatives of their generation, of that generation of South Africa Jews. Matey grew up in Cape Town, Helen grew up here. The stories are known, we don't have to repeat them now, but we can talk about it more on Sunday. God bless his soul. May his dear soul rest in peace. And also the unveiling for Quinton Ovens. Quinton died a year ago. Can't believe it's like a year ago, just before the end of last year. And the funeral will take place on Sunday at 9 o'clock in West Park. Unveiling. And the outside list for this week is Irena Klesher, mother of Richard Klesher, Nathan Goldin, remembered by Barbara Goldin, Cecil Chakowitz, father of Hilary Barnablatt, Maurice Levine, remembered by Arlene Midlane, George P. Rabin, father of Derek Rabin, Frida Schwartz, mother of Claire Lazar, and Jack Winter, grandfather of Beatrice Josephson. If there's any further names you'd like to mention? Okay, please rise. We are on page 598. Please rise. And I'll add to it Frank Ski that we have just installed the leaf for his beautiful memory, 598. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביום אחרון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהא שמי רבה מבורך לעלם לעלמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם, ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו. ואלה מכל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמה, ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה משמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום ירומיו ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. Please be seated. Please be seated. Kids, how are you? How was the activity? What were you doing?
For the little kids, they were drawing Noah's Ark, and for the big kids, we were creating our own world.
You were creating your own world of Noah.
The kids were coloring in Noah's Ark, while the big kids were making the whole world. I mean,
The whole world,
universe.
the whole universe.
Yes.
Okay. We are glad that you're coming, and we love you, and we appreciate dearly that you're here. Come, let me bless you in the priestly blessing. I'm here, leave the screen. I'm here, it's my real me. This is the screen, this is not the real me. This is the real me. Okay. We're like fascinated by the fact that we are here in the center. Come. Come. בבקשה, אדוני וישמרך, יאר אדוני פניו אליך וישמך, ישא אדוני פניו אליך וישמך. Shalom, and God grant you and love you and keep you safe. We all love you very much. Thank you very much. Good. Ruthie, are you coming? Ruthie, come. Okay. Starting with the smallest one, right? We start with the youngest. We're starting with
Shabbat Shalom, Bishbocha v'chavarim, family and friends, guests, visitors. It is wonderful having you here with us this evening. And of course, our dear members, welcome to all of us. Thank you, Rabbi, for a wonderful service. Our ensemble in absentia. Oh, there they are. Thank you very much, Jessica and the ensemble. Let's look ahead for the week. First of all, this evening, after the service, there's a bracha, which has been kindly sponsored by the Kaminsky Ovens family. Thank you very much for that. As you heard Rabbi say, the unveiling of Quentin's tombstone will be on Sunday at 9 a.m. Is it 9 a.m.? So we wish you long life and we wish you comfort over this weekend. Tomorrow morning, Connor and his family will be celebrating his bar mitzvah. Mazel tov to the family, and we look forward to a wonderful celebration tomorrow morning. Then we enter into the week on Tuesday evening. Artseinu Gauteng, which is Artseinu Beit Emanuel, who initiated this, have invited all the progressive shuls to come and celebrate at 6 p.m. in the garden area, Israel Diaspora Day. So you are all invited to come and celebrate with us. I think we're the first shul in the country to actually do this celebration. So you're all welcome to join us 6 p.m. Tuesday evening. Next week, Friday and Saturday, normal Shabbat services. I don't think any barmies next week, Rabbi. Next week. Oh, okay.
I'm going to have barmis until you all be tired of that. Like
We had our wonderful turn last year for Lech Lecha, and that's coming up soon again. And then obviously the most important announcement for this night, diarize it please. On the 8th of November, Judge L.B. Sachs will be here in conversation with our very own Professor Mal Williams. And they will be, as I said, in conversation. And he's an activist. Let me find the, oh, I can't find it now. It's so difficult on the phone. But yeah, so he'll be here. Yes, 6:30, we'll be serving a dinner and then he'll be joining us thereafter. On Zoom? In person?
In person and in Zoom. What?
In person.
There is
and
a
in
link
Zoom.
for the Zoom.
So you're all very welcome to come on the 8th of November, Tuesday the 8th. So the 1st of November, Israel Diaspora Day. On the 8th of November, Judge Albie Sachs. Shabbat Shalom, and I wish you all well for the week and for tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay. I'd like to make two quick announcements regarding matters of culture, which are relevant and related to our congregants, and I think I'm going to make sure it will appear in the bulletin. The first one is that Sam and Joe's mother, Giselle, has an exhibition, a retrospective in the Wits Art Museum, which is on until the 19th of this month. So you got what? Of November? No. Okay, it's November. Yeah, so you got like 2.5 weeks to visit. If you haven't had a chance to see, I wouldn't be exposed to her art if I wouldn't know Sam and Joe and Emmanuels. I wouldn't be exposed to her art. And I'm very glad that I was exposed to her art, because I think it's a beautiful perspective of South Africa and generally in these relevant years. So it is in the Wits Art Museum. That's one thing. The second thing is that Jane Lippman asked me to announce they have, some of you may know, Jane Lippman partner is Alexei Bezos, the son of George Bezos, and they've come up with a movie that she was working on for a while since he passed, actually from beforehand, called Icon, and it will be presenting here in the Killarney Mall Cinema, the movie on George Bezos called Icon. And if you are interested, look, George Bezos used to come here. So again, we are the shul where the icons used to come for a variety of reasons. He used to come here, and we used to have a joel whenever he came. And he was a dear fellow. We loved him dearly. So I'm honored that we can partake on that. Good. Ma'am, Jessica, not clear to me what's the concluding song? Sorry? Oh, okay, what's the... Adon Olam 625. Ori, to you. It's not in the...
Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem kol Yitzir Nivra Adon Olam, Le'et Nasa V'chefzo kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem kol Yitzir Nivra, Le'et Nasa V'chefzo kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra. ואחרי ככלות הכל, לבדו ימנוך נורא אדון עולם, והוא היה והוא הווה, והוא יהיה בתפארה אדון עולם אשר מלך, בטרם כל יציר נברא, לעת נשא וחפצו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא. והוא אחד ואין שני, להמשילו להכבירה אדון עולם, בלי ראשית, בלי תכלית, ולא העוז והמזרע אדון עולם אשר מלך, בטרם כל יציר נברא, לעת נשא וחפצו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא. והוא אלי וחי גואלי, וצור חבלי ביצרה אדון עולם, והוא ניסי ומנוס לי, ונקוסי ביום אקרא אדון עולם אשר מלך, בטרם כל יציר נברא, לעת נשא וחפצו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא. רוחי בעת תשען בעירה אדון עולם, ועם רוחי גביה אותי, אדון אלו ולא ירא אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא לית נשא וחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא.
Shabbat Shalom. Please join us for the Brucha. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.